Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're doing a week ahead reading for the week of November 13th through November 19th. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Not everything will resonate with everyone. Take the messages that resonate with you and leave the ones that don't. Don't try to force anything to fit your energy if it's not matching. This is also timeless reading. So if you're coming across this at some other point in time other than the week that it's specified for, the week that it was created, that's just a pretty good indicator that whatever's going on in your life right now at the present is going to relate to these messages for you. All right, well, let's get into it and see what's going on in the energy. Okay. Ooh. That's interesting. Someone has some secrets. Uh-huh. Interesting. Okay. And we've got the Knight of Swords at the bottom. So this seems to be a common theme in the energy here recently. Something going on with like a need to communicate. There's a need to know this week that you're like, I'm hearing you're safe. Like you're safe. You're stable, you're secure. I'm getting the impression like something in your environment, something about your situation has been making you question that. Like, I don't know, like asking yourself, like, am I good? And like you're supposed to know that you are, to like stop worrying. It's really an energy of like being in your head a little too much about something. You're needing to ground yourself a bit, depending on how the weather is like for you. Like, take your shoes off in the grass. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just like walk around, like spend some time quietly, like walking around outside, just like listening to nature. What you're being asked to do this week is stand your ground in some way. Find some sort of like tap into your sense of courage. I'm hearing be fierce. Not sure what this might be pertaining to, but there's definitely a need to be brave about something. It really feels like it's about what you need to communicate. There's some sort of secret, like something you've been keeping hidden that needs to be revealed. I don't know if this is like to a group of people, a specific person, just like in general, like something made public. I think you probably know what it is. And there's this need to contemplate your truth, what feels authentic to you when it comes to you feeling a few different things. You feeling stable, for one thing, feeling free, and how you feel truly about like the act of commitment to something. And at first, like those things may not feel interrelated. They may feel like a little disparate, like totally different things. But it's like it's important to like think of them as something together. Of um, like in what ways can you find like in committing yourself to something, does it like how in that can you allow yourself to feel both stable and free at the same time? It's like sometimes when people like commit themselves to something, it gives this feeling of feeling trapped, which can create like a sense of stability, but there's no like change, there's no room for growth. But it's like sometimes if people like go too far on one spectrum of freedom, that creates a sense of instability as well. And also like you don't have that grounding effect of being connected to something consistently over a long period of time if you're just like flitting about between this and that and like whatever, and not like committing to something fully. So it's like you're being asked to think about like truly from your perspective for how you feel and what you want. How can you commit yourself to something in a way that allows you to feel a sense of stability and a sense of freedom simultaneously? Um, like I heard like someone having the thought that that's like impossible, that those are like opposing forces in some way, when that's not truly the case. That's a particular perspective that someone may be seeing or feeling. And like in reality, this is not like a contradiction, this is not a paradox, this is an opportunity for you to gain clarity about a different perspective. um and it's like there's like a need to look inward. It's like you find this answer within you. It's like when you have like a grounding presence and stability, it allows you to have the freedom to explore and have that anchor um that like is consistent throughout your ability to explore and feel free to move about and do like follow your heart, do what you feel called to do. um Much in the same way that like having like limits and restriction on your freedom can create a sense of instability. It like makes you feel chaotic inside because you don't, it's like that anchor point is external in the restriction, in the boundary, and like inside your feelings, it's like you're wanting to break free of that, and it creates an element of like chaos and instability. So while like on the surface those may come across as like contradictory things, like freedom and stability, um they actually like work a hand in hand to support one another. Or if like something is not functional in the way that is working for you, it's like they will like create that sense of conflict, and you will have neither. It's like you either have both or you have neither. um and it's like that's something that you need to take a look at. Or and it's like something about all of this needs to be communicated. Maybe you've actually gained a little bit of insight on this like already, and there's something that you need to explain to someone. And there's this energy of like feeling like feeling a need to act quickly, almost feeling a desire to sort of like rush in and speak up like in an impulsive manner, but there's a concern that it may create some sort of conflict, or it feels risky to make this decision. Mm. And it's definitely a decision. It's like you have to choose to reveal this secret. You have to choose to be brave. You have to choose to know that you're like safe and secure, and to anchor into that point, to have an experience of freedom. Yeah, because this like Empress energy, it's a free flowing, abundant energy. This is like an energy like you can attract whatever you want to you, but you have to be open to receive it. You can't refuse it. You've got to be stable and secure, and know what you want and be direct about it. Something has fallen apart, and it's bringing something else into balance, like an emotional balance. There's no more holding this back. No more like holding on to this tension. It really feels like holding on to this tension of like this concept of like having this chaos inside you because you don't feel free, because there's like a restriction due to some sort of commitment. But it's like you can choose to commit yourself to something, and like I said, allow yourself to explore, to have that freedom from this place of like anchoring into stability, security, safety. Okay, let's that was a lot for the initial. Let's clarify the Queen of Crystals. Let's get a little more detail. Okay, hold on. We've got the Chariot coming out here. You want to take some sort of action. There's something that you feel very passionate about, very driven to pursue. And it's like you want to feel the freedom to do that. And it's like you have to know your path, know what you want, and feel stable and secure in what you know under your surface. And like from that point of reference, you can explore what you feel driven to pursue. Yeah, there's definitely been some anxiety, some fear surrounding this forward movement, surrounding going after what it is that you want. And like the key to being able to move forward is like allowing yourself this experience of groundedness. And it's like other people can support you feeling secure and safe, but it starts from within. If you don't create that sense of safety and security within yourself, you're not going to find it in someone else. Other people around you can nurture and support that feeling that you've created. They can reinforce it, they can validate it, they can mirror it back to you. But if you don't create it for yourself, it's like you can't receive it solely externally from other people. And if someone else isn't mirroring that back to you, is like making you feel, or like stirring up, triggering feelings of insecurity within you, that may be a pattern that they are perpetrating in the connection. But also it's like it's showing you that you need to look inside yourself and address that there first. And if once you have established a sense of security within yourself, if that person is still like triggering you to like sort of like to pull you away from that and like revert back from that, like that's that person is not aligned with your energy and isn't like you're not having a healthy dynamic with that person. Okay, let's look at the 7 of Wands. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we've seen the 4 of Cups again. You have been shying away from like this spirit of like bravery, having the courage to act because of this feeling of insecurity. Yeah, it's like there are feelings that you want to express to someone about something, maybe for them, maybe about like your like situation, something you've been going through. And it's like, I'm getting this, it's like you've been receiving some sort of confirmation, some sort of messages of support. Like, yeah, like spirit is like trying to show you like, hey, pay attention to this over here. It's like trying to show you, like trying to like get across, like express to you that there's like a safe avenue to like open your heart and like make or like be open to receive some sort of loving energy somewhere. But it's like it's required of you to be strong, to be courageous, to not let the fear tear you down and create insecurity within you, to like to trust in what it is that you want, to trust that like if it feels like it's meant for you, then it's meant for you, and to not be afraid of whatever changes that brings, because it's like change creates a period of instability that can trigger that sort of feeling of insecurity. And it's like when we're like in a stuck in an energy of feeling stagnant, feeling trapped, like what I was getting over here, it can feel safe, but it's like, are you really safe feeling trapped, or are you just like afraid of the change? It's like sometimes you have to take a risk and create a small amount, like a temporary bit of instability, to create like a more solid space of stability. Whereas something can feel stable for the long term while you're used to it, but like if it's creating like chaos and insecurity for you internally, that's not really stable. You're just like masking from the outside, like pretending that like things are okay, that things are like good and like solid and whatever, when like on the inside it kind of feels like you're dying. Let's look at the High Priestess. Something inspires you. Yeah, we've got the Page of Swords at the bottom right now. Yeah, something inspires you, and it's like you want to pursue that. This is it's like you want to follow that joy, follow that passion, follow that inspiration. But it's like you've been holding yourself back because of the change, because it feels scary. It feels like unstable, like things are falling apart. But it's like at some point, the universe will move things for you if you're not like moving them on your own. It almost feels though like this is a moment that you're creating for yourself because you want to pursue this new energy. You want to explore, you want to be a free spirit. You want to like feel excited about life again. But it's like you have to tear down those structures, like a previous commitment to something that's like been holding you back, keeping you stagnant. You have to be honest about what's true for you. Like, be honest with yourself first and foremost. And then be honest with the other people around you who are like affected by that situation in some way. It feels like this energy of like I said, like the like masking on the outside that everything's fine because we're in this like stagnant energy that like feels stable or like gives the facade of being stable when like on the inside like shit's falling apart and like it's not stable, it's not sustainable, and it's like you have to be honest with yourself about that, and then you have to be honest with anyone else that like you making a change to explore this freedom, to find stability within yourself. Anyone that affects, it's like you're needing to communicate like what you've been holding inside with regards to that. And let's look at this King of Wands. You have a vision for the future. Well, let's look at the King of Swords and Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're yeah, vision for the future. And I was just about to say when those flew out that it includes finding this stability and finding this sense of freedom at the same time. It's like you need to balance this out. Like they need to feed one another and like pour into each other's cups instead of be like at odds with one another. It's like this is how you find happiness. This is how you find this long-term stability. This is what you want. This is what you want. You want to have something like that makes you feel stable and secure like for the long term and allows you space for joy, happiness, and like open communication. Like that's going to be a very healing experience for you. And it's like this is where your path is leading currently. But it's like you have to stand your ground about like not settling for less than that for yourself. Like honoring your truth, honoring your needs, and allowing yourself to feel safe to take the action toward that. And like I said, it may feel like you're creating more instability initially when you move toward your like long-term stability, but it's like that's just like the temporary impact of change. But it's like if you're making a change for the better, then you'll feel like you're in a better place when you get there. It just could be hard, like temporarily when you're on the way. Yeah, it's like there's some sort of boundary in place. It's feeling like rigid, like you're trying to control the situation instead of like let yourself flow onto this path. Some sort of loss some sort of disappointment that you've experienced is like drawing the focus of your mind and like keeping you in those thoughts of like insecurity and negativity rather than allowing you to open up a little more, to trust in this path, to trust that you can feel free and secure at the same time. Because you absolutely can. Like you can have it all, and you can have it like that lasts, but like you have to make this decision. There's that King of Wands. You have to make this decision to pursue this vision and like not deviate it at all costs. Release attachments that are blocking you from finding this balance, this like harmony between your freedom and your safety. Someone might be feeling deceptive about like creating this movement, taking this risk. Some sort of like legal action may need to be taken. Definitely communication needs to happen. It's like, but like you're in control of this situation. You have the power to create what it is that you want in your reality. You absolutely do. It's like you don't have to settle for like restricting yourself and feeling trapped in order to feel safe and secure and like things are manageable. Like things will in fact feel more manageable when you have opened up space for you to feel free and like I'm hearing like inspired instead of dejected. Someone's feeling dejected about some sort of situation, and it's like you have to make a choice to choose how you want to feel, because like I don't know if you know this, but we get to choose how we feel each and every day. Now, I'm not saying that like emotions don't arise, thoughts don't arise that we would, rather not experience. They're not the best, but it's like you get to choose. This is where the choice comes in. You get to choose whether you like cling on to that emotion, hang on to that thought, that feeling, and like ruminate about it and keep it cycling around and like latch onto it. Like this is that some of that like attachment that needs to be released. It's like you can choose like, okay, like I experienced that feeling, like I experienced a moment of doubt, I experienced a moment of anxiety, I experienced a moment of confusion, dejectedness, like what have you. And you're like, okay, like I understand, like that was a signal from my body that something's not right, something's a little unsettled, and you can explore that. You can explore, okay, like what caused that feeling? What in my life is making me feel that way? And you're like, you can choose, I don't want to feel that way in my life. I can choose, like, I want to feel this other way. I want to feel happy. I want to feel able to celebrate. I want to feel inspired. I want to feel free to feel those things. And then you can choose to take the actions necessary to allow yourself to have that experience of that feeling. And this is like a simplified version of that. And sometimes it can be a little more difficult to, sometimes we have to choose over and over and over and over again before we get to the feeling that we want to have. But it's always going to be complicated to make that choice if you think it's complicated. If you recognize that it can be that simple as, I don't want to feel that way anymore. So you know what? I'm going to stop feeling that way. It can be that simple if you allow it and like get out of your own way with your thoughts to allow that to be true for you. We are very powerful creatures, we have the ability to create our own reality. And that's part of how that starts, is being able to choose how we feel and choose the actions that we can take to augment that. Okay, let's look at and see if there's anything that they would like to add in the oracle. Oh, yeah. Ha! Wow. Ooh. Okay, so we've got cleaning it up. Yang energy, opposite of yin, and happy. So there's definitely something in your life that is like creating a cycle of unhappiness for you, and you need to clean that up so that you can be happy over here. And it's like no one can do that for yourself but you. You have to step into your masculine energy, the energy of like taking that action. The Knight of Wands, the Chariot over here, it's like you have to step forward. Seven of Wands, you have to like stand your ground. You have to pursue, you have to choose, I want this for myself. I want happiness for myself, and move towards like creating the movement, creating the energy behind making that happen. Like the opposite of this, yin energy is receptive. It gets out of the way. It surrenders. It allows things to come to it. But this is more of a situation where it's giving an energy that you need to have the courage to not settle for something that you don't want, something that's making you feel restricted, something that's making you unhappy, and to choose something better for yourself. Exchanging gifts. Yeah, we saw the Six of Pentacles, maybe under both of these. I'm getting that there's someone that has something that you can share with them. I'm feeling like you need to share some sort of communication with this person, but it's like this person has something to give you in return. It's like an equal exchange, a mutual exchange. There may be communication that you receive in return. There may be, maybe you have already received communication and you're needing to make an exchange, reciprocate that in some shape, form, or fashion. And this could take other forms as well. It's just communication is very strong here with some of the energy that came out in the cards. And it feels like this, it's like a long-term, like a mutual exchange that's possible, like a stable, continuous exchange that allows you feel free to give and receive effortlessly. But you've got to come to the edge and and literally go after what it is that you want. It may feel like taking a risk of some kind, but the reward is I'm hearing the reward is just as big, if not bigger, than the risk that you have to take. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Thank you for letting me read for you. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can find out how to do that in the description box below. And I will see you back next week. Bye.